one of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Carolina Panthers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Come on.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Get it! 18, Kennedy, Timberwolves.
And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3. McMillan, the man in motion.
19, Lions. Go!
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. It's a Carolina first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Trap 50.
Ready. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw. He finds the big tight end, Tremble. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Panther first down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
They'll look to throw again. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. Even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
They go with a draw play here on the 2nd down. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. It's a Carolina first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Another run here with Hubbard. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Tremble comes in motion. Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. And there's the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Fitzgerald to try the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Panthers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They're on the 29-yard line.
Yellow.
He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 8.
Yellow.
Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Chiefs move out to a 7-3 lead.
Panthers 3. Harrison Butker to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken just shy of the goal line. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Let's go now. 19.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On the jump. 79 Broncos. 19-18. Shot 60. Top low 18.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
18.
First grab of the game for Tyreek, and he's got a 1st down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Tremble comes in motion.
Warriors 70. 7 Pirates. 18 Rebels. 70 Rangers. Come right 19. Cup 19. Ready?
Now they'll set up to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Renato Green. And the Chiefs are going to take over just shy of midfield.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who are very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
Will start on the ground, and he'll get forward for about a yard. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
Ball
8.
right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Yellow.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. Down the left sideline. And he's into the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown Chiefs. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas
So
City.
now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
18 Cardinals. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tommy Tremble, the tight end Manning was looking for there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Down. 65, check, pass on 80.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side is tight end Tremble. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. On a throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Ready? 19 strikes. 70 Lions. 79 Broncos. 18 Rebels. 18 Rebels. Ready?
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
Already know how it go. Already know I got shit go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you playing, you troll. Precious on the blow.
Yellow.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Yellow. My time.
And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it with a second down and 10. Up the middle they go. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up third down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 3.
I don't need to. I don't need to. There's no way. My time.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit, he does a great job here able to put that one through.
Here comes a return from the end zone. Great job there by the coverage team. They get him down at the 12.
Ready.
Quick throw on the RPO, it's Hill. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and 7 at the 15-yard line.
Second and 7.
Come on, come on. Hit. 18, go.
Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. Set to go now on first and 10.
A gain of 14. And the Panther first down.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Top 19, 18, Pioneer. 19 tight, 19, Panther 11, Panther 11, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Back to the air again on second and 10. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
79 Broncos.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 39-yard line.
Yellow. Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
On comes the Chiefs punter, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. We will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready, set.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready. 70 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Mustang 19.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Cowboy 80.
The 30-yard line.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Penalty range. Cup 19. Cup 19. Buffalo 18.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Chuba Hubbard, the man he was looking for. And it's going to be 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Hill brought in motion.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, trap 60, trap 60. Ready, ready.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80.
From the gun, here's a handoff. Running very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. 60 Eagles. 60 Mavericks. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Ready. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short one there, caught by Tremble. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
19
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Dragon 60.
46-yard line.
Cut my team. Cut.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there.
3 yards to go.
And it's going to be 3rd down.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Stephanie. Buffalo 18. Warriors 70. 18. Rattler. 18. Rattler. Mustang 19. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Chiefs will have great field position right around midfield.
The Chiefs take over.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Hey, 57, 57. Attack, attack.
Mahomes on 1st down. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
And he's lucky this one didn't go back the other way, Mike. He got away with just a bad decision, bad throw. And defensively, you get a chance to steal a possession for your offense. You've got to capitalize and make those plays.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
3rd and 10.
I don't need to.
Mahomes back. That is caught. He finds Walker. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 30.
Patrick to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half.
33-yard line.
We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Yellow. Hey, 43. 180.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And left side. It's caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A gain there of 21. And the Chiefs have a first down.
Yellow. 180.
Throwing again. It's Mahomes. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
2nd and 10.
Yellow. Strike.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
3rd and
8.
Here's Mahomes. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Kansas City. His 4th TD grab of the season. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs extend to a 24-3 lead.
Harrison Butker, the kickoff.
Still a little
for
time.
Kansas City.
Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. Now a hit, and he lost the football. And I believe he was somehow able to get it back. He was. And after just giving up a touchdown, they are lucky they didn't turn this into another one.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60. Dragon 60.
Throwing now from the gun. That one taken in. That's Teteroa McMillan. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. The Panthers will take their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
He'll drop to throw. They'll go right back to McMillan, complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 16.
Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. The clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 60 basket. 19 Lions. Warriors 17. 18 Pioneer. Mustang 19. 60 Maverick. Trap 60. Trap 60.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Rig alert.
Tremble comes in motion.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Out of the gun, here's a run at the gut. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Yellow.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, KC.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Hey, Riblet, Riblet. Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Well, that's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here's Smith to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On On second down, Mahomes. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, in a game that seems like it's gone all in their favor, that's kind of one of the rare cases where this offense didn't appear to be on the same page, because for as good as they have been all day long, this possession at least, they're going to stall out.
Now it's Horn, and he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
The Chiefs' 45-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he will score! Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Carolina. Touchdown number 9 for the year. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. First and 10 for Mahomes. That's going to be intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
He'll take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mustang 19. Come on, Dragon 60. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 79 Bronco, Trap 50, Trap 60. 18, Pioneer. 19, Lion. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
They'll run on second down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Rig, rig. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll throw here on third and short. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Panther first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Carolina.
19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Cup 19, Cup 19. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Warriors 70.
Back to throw. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
79 Broncos.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
Read the alert, read the alert.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down.
Ready. Bronco 80. Hey, Trav.
Go get him, go get him, go get him.
18, Pioneer. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Bobcats, Trap 60, Trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. This is caught 2. And he'll take it on in. Teteroa McMillan. Touchdown, Panthers.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the fourth quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on fourth down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. Go for 2. They're going to try to run it in. And he's going to get it. Big 2-point conversion there. Instead of being down 12, now the lead is only 10.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
Yellow. There's a water, right?
The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath. Over on the sideline. First down throw, Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. That tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Hero 15.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Buda Baker active and making the tackle there.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They get 16 on that connection, and the Chiefs have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Yellow.
Now a give up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Ripley.
They'll stick with him again. Peel it forward for maybe a yard. J.C. Horn coming in from his quarterback spot to make the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. He's going to let back to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throw here down the field. It will fall. Incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. McMillan comes in motion. He'll send the receiver in motion to the left.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Cisco. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It was really a disappointing performance. I'm a little surprised, Mike, that he continues to put the ball in danger this often. I mean, to make a couple mistakes early on, that happens, but at some point you got to make a correction, and until he does, this defense just continues to make him pay.
To the ground, a 1st down run. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, KC.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Panthers 17. Harrison Butker to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Cut 19, cut 19, trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Short one there, by Tremble. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
McMillan, the man in motion. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
Dragon 60.
McMillan comes in motion.
Mustang 19, Warrior 70, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now they'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
First down.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80. 19 Lions. Ready, ready.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Viking 18. Broncos. Hey, smash. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Back to the air one more time. No one open. He'll drop it to his running backs. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Panther 11, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go!
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Gain of 6.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another 1st down.
Trap 19, Trap 19, Dragon 60, Trap 50, Trap 60.
They'll look to throw yet again. This one not quite on target. Too much, and that one falls incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
Warrior 70. 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
They'll look to throw again. That's taken in by McMillan. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
19 Lions! 18 Rattler! 18 Rattler! Mustang 19!
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Carolina. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming. He's going to try to do it himself. So the decision to go for 2 pays off. He's in, and we have a 12-point game.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday.
That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be taken down. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10.
Hey, 57, 50, yellow.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. He's going to look for the home run ball. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80, 19 Lions. Cougar 19. 18, Pioneer.
They'll look to throw. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Viking 18, Buffalo 18, 60 Maverick, 60, cut 19, cut 19. Trap 60, trap 60.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And he's in 30 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
18 Rattler.
McMillan, the man in motion.
Rig alert, rig alert. 19 tight, 19, Warriors 17.
He'll drop to throw. He'll dump this down to Hubbard. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Second and 1. At the
79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Back to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Third and a yard.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. Hurt. 19 Lions. 18 Pioneers. Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, like, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
19.
They'll go for it with Hubbard. And he's going to have a Panthers first down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
And everyone in the stadium knew where the ball was going, and it didn't matter. And we see so often these third and fourth and short situations. There's such good opportunities to generate chunk plays, Mike, because you think how many bodies are up at or near the line of scrimmage, and it's exactly the case here. Keeps the drive alive. Nice job.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Hot 70. Hot 70. Cup 19. Cup 19. 18 Roberts. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 tight. 19 tight. Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Let's go.
Back to the air again on second and 10. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
12 yards. That's another Panthers first down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
79 Broncos. Panther 11. Panther 11. Dragon 60. 18 Pioneer.
They'll drop to throw. A throw left side caught by Sanders. And he's going to be close to the first down. Markham just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up third and short yardage.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. Big moment coming up for the Panthers as they will go for two.
Let's
The
go now.
Panthers will line up for the
19,
two-point
left wing
conversion.
19, Warriors 70.
You gotta throw this out.
Check go.
That is incomplete. And the two-point conversion is unsuccessful.
Panthers 31. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First of all, you ain't fat long enough. With me, you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the Kryptonite. The mic. That's not even good actors. Let's go get it out.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Attack, attack.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
43.
Third and long for Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Jimmy Horn Jr. on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the set.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check smash. Check smash. Cowboy 80. 70 Rangers. Step Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Here comes second down.
Stephanie.
The RPO. That one is complete. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
They'll throw out of the gun. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. That That's the safety, Andre Cisco.
And with time not on their side, they're trying to push the ball, generate some sort of chunk play by throwing the ball over the top of the defense. It's going to end up being a little bit too predictable. The defense is able to take the ball away, and barring something crazy happening, puts them in a prime position to close this one out.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this one